Hi Libra, welcome to your monthly tarot reading with me, Raphael from Astrolada.com. I hope you are having a good day. I hope that this reaches you in the best of health. So what is the good news? The good news is Mars has finally gone direct, which is amazing. It means that that feeling of being stuck or kind of bound or even just more agitated than usual is now going to start to lift, and more importantly, as it continues to gain speed going forward, you're going to experience your energy returning, and more importantly your because the thing is with Librans, you love work, and I think the work environment is going to improve for you now that things have finally started to move forward again. So let's get started with your reading. I just want to say I would like to call in all sorts of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance into this deck. I hope that you get a message that is clear and concise and helps you along your path. Let's see what the month of July has in store for you. So, for some of you, you're going to be experiencing this in the financial sphere. So, what I want to say to you is when the Four of Pentacles shows up, it reminds us that finances work both ways. And it's really, really important that if you want to receive, you need to make sure that you're not holding on to your resources too tightly. And why is that? That's because the flow of energy of the universe usually says, if you're holding on for something too tightly, how can I give you anything else? If you're holding a cup with both hands, how can I give you another cup? So this month is really, really important that if you want to experience more financial growth, that you're not afraid to spend money, that you're not afraid to give money out. Then we have the Tower. So what is this saying to you? This is saying that it's really, really important that right now you stop coming from a place of lack. So this month it's really important for you not to think about what you don't have and to focus on what you do. When the Tower shows up, it usually means some big event is going to take place. And after this event, nothing, especially ourselves and our outlook in life, is ever going to be the same again. So this is a really, really big card, especially. So what does this mean for you this month? I think when it comes to finances, some of you have been experiencing some difficulty anyway. And because you've been experiencing this difficulty, it's forced you to tighten the purse strings even more and kind of think constantly about this feeling of lack, of not having enough, or of what I'm going to lose or what's going to go away from me. You're going to be liberated from that because you're going to be shown that that's not actually the case. It's not going to be the easiest of things, because when the Tower shows up, what it's saying to us is the illusions that you've built up in your mind, the little white lies that you've told yourself have built up to a point now where those need to be shattered. For you to move forward, you're going to have to drop these dead ways of thinking. You're going to have to drop these old ways of thinking. And so therefore you're going to be forced into a place where you can no longer sustain this lack mentality. It's just not doing you any good. So you're going to need to move past that, and you're going to be forced to this month. Then you have the Page of Cups. So this is a wonderful card because it talks about emotional intelligence, but more importantly, it's a card of calm after the storm. So you're going to have a bit of a bumpy ride this month, but actually it's going to come out good for you. And why? Because it's going to put you in a place of much more stable feelings, and more importantly it's going to teach you a lot about yourself. So we sometimes, you know, I've long said this as well, human beings grow by adversity. We only really understand how to evolve and change when we're forced to, and that's what's going to take place for you this month. You're going to be experiencing this this feeling of kind of, whoa, my whole world has been rocked. But out of that, what you're going to get back from it is this understanding of, actually, I know how to do life. I know how to navigate my path. And more importantly, I'm smart, I'm dedicated, and I know how to do what it is that I want to do. What's important is, though, and it is a feeling of lack. That's what I'm getting from here. It really, really needs to go. These outdated ways of thinking, and more importantly, what you're thinking about, you're feeding into your feelings, and what you're feeling, what you're feeling feeds into your thoughts. It's kind of like a continual cycle. So this month, that cycle is going to be broken for you, and you are going to be looking at a completely different picture by the end of July. Absolutely. This also represents artistic endeavours. So for some of you, it's time to get in touch with that sort of more artsy side of you. Start, drawing, start getting it out there and going to maybe museums and looking at art. Start introducing more colour into your life as well, because I'm seeing this as well. We've got the dark in the middle there, but these two cards, apart from the dress of the page himself, it's almost like you haven't paid enough attention to your surroundings, and by doing that, what you've done effectively is cut yourself off from the cosmic rainbow, as it were. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is, if you're experiencing life as being grey, or you have been, introduce colour into your life. What colours, evoke feelings in you, strong feelings? Is it bright blues or, deep purples? What can you introduce into your life, and how can you make it better? This is what you need to be asking yourself now. And then finally, you have the Page of Swords. So you've got two pages here. So your feelings and your spirit are the two things that you need to be nurturing this month. Your feelings and your own inspiration need a bit of a wake-up call. I think things have been quite stagnant for you over the last few months, especially with that Mars retrograde happening, and I think this month you're going to be forced out of your comfort zone, because it's like you can't walk the centre line anymore. You're going to have to make a decision this month, Libra. That's what I'm kind of getting as well. That's what I'm hearing at the moment. This is going to force you to make a decision. You've played it far too safe for far too long, and now you're going to be forced to make a decision. And when you make that decision, you're going to be feeling more alive, and more importantly, you're going to be more inspired to start creating the things that you actually want. So that's your month of July. So on the 4th of July, we have a new moon in the sign of Cancer. The new moon represents new things, it represents new beginnings. It's a really good time to make wishes, because what we wish for, as the moon grows, so does our wish, or it gets closer to or nearer to us. So what I've done here is I've separated the major cards out of the Fluellen deck, and I'm going to pull one extra card that's going to give you kind of an idea of the themes that will be playing out in your life, or the things that you should be wishing for, focusing on around the new moon on the 4th of July. Temperance. Okay, so what is temperance? Temperance isn't just patience, but it represents the blending of things. It's about taking things from the external world and taking things from the internal world. So, this whole kind of double motif. What I feel like you're being told here is that you need to be patient and trust the journey that you're on. But more importantly, you really need to tap into what is available to you now. So what do I mean by that? I mean that when the 4th of July comes, what you should be focusing on, or what you should be wishing for, is a way forward that encompasses all of the things that you want in your life. If you want to be more abundant, think about ways that you can make yourself more abundant. If you want to get into a new relationship, what is it going to require? What do you need from a partner? What do you want in a partner? And when this card shows up, I think sometimes it's not just about what can we put together and what can we blend, but it's patience, and more importantly, patience with yourself, Libra. What do you want? What are your needs in life, and what do you need from the universe to fulfill that? So that's how this is going to play out for some of you over this July. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe this video. Pop over to Astrolada if you want a reading with me or if you want a reading with anybody else. It's been great having you. Enjoy your month of July, and hopefully I will see you soon.